Hello, boys and girls. In lesson 4.2, part 2, we are going to continue to look at unit rate and unit price. We will be able to find the unit rate and unit price by using ratios and proportions. Let's begin by exploring a problem. A crew of highway workers paved 3/15 miles in 30 minutes. If they work at the same rate, what portion of a mile will they have in 1 hour? There are two ways that we can figure this problem out. Let's begin by using proportions. We can use proportions to compare the number of miles to the number of minutes. And in this particular problem, they paved 3/15 of a mile in 30 minutes. So now we want to see how much would they pave in 1 hour. Well, we know that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So let us compare our proportion, or our basic proportion, with 60 minutes, making m the number of miles in 60 minutes. When we cross multiply, we get 30m is equal to, let's do the 3/15 times 60 off to the side. Let's put 60 over 1. 15 will go into 15 ones, and it will go into 64 times. 3 times 4 will give me 12. 12 over 1 is equal to 12. Therefore, 3/15 times 60 gives us 12. Let's divide by 30 on both sides. And m will give us 12 over 30. But once we reduce it by dividing by 6, we will have 2/5 miles as our final answer. Another way we could have done this is by comparing 3/15 to 30 minutes and asking ourselves, well, in 1 hour, that is double the amount of time. So we could have multiplied 3/15 by 2 to give us 6/15 in 1 hour. 6/15 again would reduce by dividing both the numerator and denominator by 3 to 2/5 miles. Let's take a look at another example. In this problem, a recipe requires 1/2 cup of milk and 1/3 cup of water. How many cups of water for each cup of milk? So this problem is comparing milk to water. The ratio of milk to water that is provided is that 1/2 cup of milk would be compared to 1/3 cup of water. They're asking how many cups of water, so that is our unknown. Our water is in the denominator, so we will put an X in the denominator because that is our unknown. Each cup of milk is represented by the number 1 because the word each is asking us for 1. Again, let's cross multiply to give us 1/2 X is equal to, on the other side, 1/3. When we have a fraction attached to a variable, we use the reciprocal to eliminate that coefficient fraction. So we're going to multiply both sides by 2 over 1. On this side, they cancel out, so that X is equal to 2/3 cup of water. Let's look at the next slide. How can we use unit price when deciding which item is a better deal? Again, there are two approaches we can use. Let's take a look at each approach. Let's explore this problem. Compare the unit price of these jars of peanut butter and determine which one is a better value. Well, when thinking about a better value, the better value is whichever is cheaper or less in price. So if we compare the price of brand A to brand B, let's see how much it costs per ounce. So they give us the cost with 14 ounces for brand A and 12 ounces for brand B. Therefore, let's find each unit price and compare. Therefore, we would do the price divided by the units for each of these problems. When I use a calculator to determine the unit price, brand A costs 22 cents per ounce, while brand B costs 24 cents per ounce. Therefore, I want the better deal, so I will purchase brand A, which is cheaper. Another way that we can compare this is by using proportions and seeing which side gives us a cheaper rate. So if I compare $3.08 to the 14 ounces with $2.88 with the 12 ounces, and I'm sorry that equal sign is a force of habit, when I cross multiply going in an upward motion, I would get that 12 times 308 gives us 36.98. I'm sorry, 36.96. And going in the other direction, it would give us 40.32, making this ratio smaller. Therefore, this ratio or this unit price is cheaper. So again, this is A, this is B, proving once again that brand A is the better value.